My name is Tajae and I am a Charles Wright ambassador of UNICEF. I am currently 17 years old. I get to tell my story of my friend and partially me because I implemented myself also into that story. What my friend went through actually happened to me as well, being bullied and whatnot, but focus on this issue because I realize that most young men aren't exactly brought up the way we. Why is it that young men are forced to be this big tough bad guy all the time, so instead of just being a nice kind fella, just helping out people and whatnot? It was said peer pressure, validation, and relevance. For relevance, no, most people are honestly trying to be forgotten or not known. You know what? Sometimes you ain't gonna really be relevant to some of these people, you know. You will get in trouble. This program altogether allowed me to think for the future, plan for things that could actually help others, because most people say it's selfish, right? But that's what I lead them to believe. But I tell myself, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want people to know me for me. Instead of have myself an image to have people to keep me relevant or keep myself known in their group and whatnot.
They wanted to do like an activity that they can express how they feel about anti-violence. Because my ambassador project is based on a mural that is a representation of the creative expression children would love to have potentially if they weren't so secluded in. I was creative from small. Like, you could literally give me toilet paper, like a sheet, like one square of toilet paper, and then make something out of it. That's how quirky I was back then. And I guess I just fell in love with like all things art, like music and that kind of thing. We can express some interesting emotions and feelings about how they feel about anti-violence through their paintings on the canvas, and I hope we all have fun, hopefully. I was at the Child's Right Symposium, I think last year, November, and they were speaking about different child's rights and the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and I just felt like that seems like something I would do. And luckily I got in, and it's been a very interesting but inspiring journey so far. They can understand, like, it's not just about the actual topic anti-violence, but like, what can I do to change it? Hopefully with getting to know some of them individually and just walking around to hear like their thought process, helping them come up with ideas that maybe I could hint in a few things, like maybe you could possibly talk about this with your friends, or maybe you could restrict yourself from being so, I don't want to say emotional, because sometimes it is okay to be emotional, but it's the right emotion at the right time that counts.